Welcome to all. In this video, we're going to study about concept of soil and definition of soil. Coming to the concept of soil, soil science deals with the soil considered as a natural body as an important medium for crop growth. And the study of soil includes soil geology, soil chemistry, soil physics, and soil biology. So, soil geology, the study of geological material from which the soil is derived and it is process of formation. Whereas soil chemistry, it's a study of chemical components of the soil. And soil physics, it's a study about the physical laws on evolution. It's a study about the physical laws of evolution of chemical properties and physical properties of soil. Whereas soil biology, the study of the effect of plants and animals and soil microorganisms on the evolution. So these are the four branches of soil science. So mostly soil science, it's a science which deals with and which is considered soil as a natural body, as an important medium for crop growth. And it includes soil geology, soil chemistry, soil physics, and soil biology. So the name itself indicates that it's a geology. It's about the study about geological processes, and a chemistry. It's all about deals about the chemical history of the particular soil. And in physics, we are going to deal about the some physical properties of the soil. For a soil biology, we completely deal about the how the soil microbes or a soil biological animals like earthworms and how they deal with the soil. We're going to deal all those things. What is a concept? We should know before going to this, we want to know the concept and its definition. The noun soil is derived from a Latin word called solum, which means the floor and the ground. So soil science depends on it depends on the need and the way we see. So for the soil scientist, they call it as a soil, and for the geologist, they call it as a rock, and for engineers, it's a earth, and for economists, it's a land. So different way people like soil is nothing but it's derived from the Latin named the solum, which means a floor or ground. For a soil scientist, we call it as a soil, and a geologist, they name it as a rock, and for engineers, it's called as earth. For economists, it's a land. So these are the different words. This is how the perspective of watching the soil is different from the different person. So there are two basic concepts of soil that have already evolved through 2 centuries of the study. Those in the study of soil science, there are 2 centuries ago. There we have developed two soils. One is called pedology. This is one of the famous branch in soil science. Pedology. It deals as a natural body and a biochemically weathered and synthesis of the product in nature. So it is nothing but in this pedology, in this branch of soil science, we are going to study about the how the soils were originated, how the soils were formed, and how we are going to classify the soils based on the requirement of particular need. So the person who deal with the pedology is named as a pedologist. So in this, we are going to learn about the weathering and all the soil formation process. And there is another branch of soil science known as adapology. Adapology is a natural habitat, means it's nothing but the soil science we will read with related to the living organisms and justifies the soil studies primarily on that basis. That means soil has a natural habitat for the plants and other living organisms and justifies the soil studies primarily on the basis. The person who deal with the adapology is known as adapologist. So this is how. So coming to the definition of the soil science, a very famous definition given by the Doki Chow. Just remember this definition, so it will be might be useful for your further studies. What Doki Chow says, he is named as a father of soil science. Why? Because we will see in this definition. Soils are applied solely to those superficially or nearly superficially horizons of the rocks that have been more or less modified naturally by the interaction of water, air, and various kind of organisms. Just remember these words. We are going to deal in a coming classes, either living or dead. This being reflected in certain manner in composition, structure, color of formation. Where these conditions are absent, there are no natural soils but either artificial mixture of rocks. So try to remember in this definition given by the Dr. Vivi Dokichave, he told that is the interaction of water, air, and kinds of organisms, either living or non-living. And also he mentioned that is a composition and structure, color of such formations. That means he mentioned about the soil forming factors, and he mentioned about the superficial horizons, and he is the only person who saw the soil in a 3D format. That's why he is considered as the a famous pedologist and in the soil science community. That's why he is named as a father of soil science. And another great scientist from Joff and Marbret, they have given their own definition. Soil is a natural body developed by the natural force, just remember, acting on a natural material. It is usually differentiated into horizons, here also, from mineral and organic constituents of variable depth, which differ from the parent material below in morphology, physical properties and constituents, chemical properties, and composition of biological characters. So these are the Marbret is another great scientist who given the soils through soils description through morphological characters. In future, we are going to deal about these two great scientists in coming video lectures and continue that. And another great definition given by the Hilgard, soil is the more or less loose and crumbly part of outer crust in which by means of their roots plants may or do not find foothold nourishment as well as other conditions essentially for their growth. Finally, another great scientist called Buckman and Brady, soils may be differ as a dynamic natural body on the surface of the earth which plant grow composed of the mineral and organic material and living organisms. These are the different definitions given by the great scientists from throughout the world. Thank you.